Are you wondering how you can harness the power of, the true power of social media? Well, hang in there because you're about to find out exactly what it is about video and showing up consistently in front of your audience. What you're going to find out what it is about that creates a connection, a deep rooted a connection and almost an affection with your audience, and the power that has within your business. Hey, how's it going, all my boss ladies and boss men out there? Isai Rodriguez coming at you with more tips, tricks, and advice so that you can get the most out of your network marketing business. So as you're hopping on, as usual, if you could, drop me a like, give me a little heart, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're catching this live, drop in the comments, #live. If you're catching the replay, then please be so kind as to drop a #replay in the description, in the comments. And I'll be sure to give you a shout out. All right, so let's get started here. What is it about showing up for your audience that creates a connection with that audience? And more than just like showing up, what is it about video that creates that connection? And how can you use that to your advantage, essentially? So you probably hear a lot of trainers, maybe your upline also, explain or they tell you like, hey, you have to be doing video. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And your choice of social media platform may not be as relevant as the format that you choose on that platform. So obviously video and to take it a little further, live video, there's just something about live video and like video in general that just grabs people's attention, and it essentially creates that, I'm not going to say an illusion of like your audience knowing you, but there's a connection that's formed when you show up consistently for your audience and they tune in. So as the days go by and you're sharing different value and you're sharing, you're injecting your personality and yourself and your experience into your videos, like that in itself is going to create a connection with your audience, like a connection like no other. It's kind of like, I don't know, for you guys that are still in business, like, have you ever dealt with someone like over the phone and, you're going back and forth and you're communicating and you crack jokes and you already know what that person kind of thinks like and their attitude and whatnot. And like, that's all fine and everything when you're on the phone. But have you ever had that experience where you have that connection on the phone and then you actually meet somebody in person and you're like, wow, like you're really blown away, or it's like, or it may not be the same person that you felt like, like that connection on the phone. So, I mean, this happens because when you're in person, like that connection, there's certain things about, communication that or like hidden communication that happens in person or face to face or visually, that doesn't happen, over the phone or, just through text messages or, like written communication, you know what I mean? So video kind of bridges that gap. It creates that connection. Like when you can see someone and you can see their, their mannerisms, the smile on their face, the way they show up, the expression in their eyes, like when you see those things, that just kind of creates a different sort of connection, like almost a more deep-rooted connection. And this was really apparent to me when just recently I came back. You may or may not know I came back from a training seminar, a summit essentially, where basically 90% of the people on stage were people that I knew. Now, I didn't know them personally, but I knew of them because I follow them, on social media, and I follow all their video trainings and all their live broadcasts, or a good majority of them. And so I was there at the at this conference, and like every trainer that came on, like I felt like almost like a personal connection. Like I almost felt pride. Like, yeah, that's my friend, that's my buddy up there on the stage, with all this emotion and all this goodness coming on, coming onto stage and just rocking the house. Like I felt awesome. Like I felt like this connection with them. And that connection would not have been there had it not been for all the live videos that I had seen them, like all the videos that I've seen them on, all the trainings, the webinars, all that stuff. Like, had I not been connected to them in that way, like me seeing them in person, it would have been great. Don't get me wrong. It would have been awesome. Like I would have, you being there and not knowing anyone, you still would have enjoyed it, and you would have gotten a lot out of the convention. But there were a lot of like innuendos, a lot of jokes, a lot of inside jokes almost that a lot of other people did not get. So I was there actually with my wife, and there was a lot of times where she was like, "What do they mean by this? And what do they mean by that?" Because like they would crack a joke, or they would say something, or they would use a phrase that many that were on these video trainings understood, and they already had that connection. Whereas my wife, who doesn't necessarily follow them, or doesn't follow them at all, she was essentially a little lost. You know what I mean? Like, so there were a lot of times where she was like, "Well, what do they mean by that? Well, what did he mean by this?" And like they mentioned this or that. Like, what was it? Like, what does that mean? What are they talking about? And who's this and who's that? And I was essentially there, like, explaining to her, like, what was going on. But I don't personally know these people like that. Matter of fact, I've never actually physically met them face to face. But that connection was there. It was there. And the reason it was there, and again, it was so apparent to me when I was there at the conference, that the reason why I felt that connection was the fact that I do follow them for so long, for quite some time now, and I as I'm seeing them there on stage, like I said, I felt like that was my friend, that was my buddy, that was my trainer, they were my mentors. You know what I mean? So it was an awesome experience, and I just want to I want to relay this message to you. Like, that's the connection that you want to build with your audience. You want to be in front of your audience, gather your clan, gather your tribe, figure that out. That'll be another training. And then get in front of them, preferably through video, because again, there's just that visual connection, that sense of like, I really know you, that happens when you do come on, on these live videos. So I hope you got value out of this. That's about it for my message today. I have to head back in. I'm in the middle of a deployment, and I'm sure I'm needed at the moment. So if you enjoyed this training, again, like my page, set it to see first. If you're on YouTube, catching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell notification so that you get notified when I upload my training. If you're on LinkedIn, add me as a contact, follow me there. And if you're interested in more advanced training or more specific training on, building funnels, generating leads, getting traffic to your web page or your blog, anything to that effect. If you're looking for more advanced training on that, I highly suggest that you reach out to me directly and ask for access to the 10-day Attraction Marketing Formula Bootcamp, and I'll get you signed up ASAP, where Fernie will break down all the components of attraction marketing and how you can build online, how you can take your business online and explode to, and essentially have people reaching out to you to join your business and, to opt in to your, to what you have to offer. And lastly, if you're in the market or out of the market, however you want to look at it, if you're looking for a home-based business opportunity, please reach out to me. I'm always looking to add to my team. My team is exploding at the moment, and I want you to be a part of it. I want my lovely audience to be a part of that. I want to take you on the journey with me, and let's build something beautiful together. All right. Until the next video, take care now. Bye.